Yo, what's worse than a dentist drilling your teeth? How about a chainsaw slicing your arm off, asterisk without anesthesia asterisk? Welcome to the most insane countdown you'll ever watch, the 6 most terrifying medical devices in history. These gadgets are so horrifying, they make Saw look like a kid's show. From strangling body parts to blowing smoke where the sun don't shine, we're diving into pure nightmare fuel. Buckle up, 'cause this is gonna be wild. Can you handle the pain? Comment your pain tolerance below. First up, a device that makes body parts rot off. Let's dive into the horror show with number 6. Alright, number 6 is gonna make you clench hard. Picture this, you tie a string around your finger till it's purple, now imagine that, but it's a metal chain strangling your hemorrhoids. Meet the Ecrasur, a 19th century genius invention to remove unwanted growths like hemorrhoids without slicing. Sounds less invasive, right? Wrong. Doctors looped a metal chain around a growth, then tightened it over days until the blood flow stopped and the tissue rotted off. Yeah, it's like torture with a medical degree. This thing was a hit back then, used for centuries, seen as a step up from hacking with a rusty blade. But here's the catch, it was insanely painful, no anesthesia, just pure agony as your body part turned into a zombie. Plus, leaving dead tissue hanging around. Hello, infections. Imagine keeping that area clean. Gross. Thank God for modern surgery, right? Stick around, 'cause if you think this is bad, wait till the dentist from hell shows up next. Yo, number 5 will haunt your dentist visits forever. Ever dread the drill? Imagine a medieval car key ripping your tooth straight out of your skull. Meet the dental key, an 18th century nightmare tool for yanking infected teeth. No Novocaine, no chill. Just a metal hook on a rod, twisted by hand to unlock your tooth. Sounds like a horror flick, right? Doctors jammed this thing into your mouth, hooked the bad tooth, and cranked it like they're starting a demon engine. The goal? Rip the tooth from its socket, but it could snap the crown or shred nearby gums. Pure agony. This torture device was used well into the 20th century, believe it or not. They thought it was progress compared to pliers. But every twist was like unlocking hell in your mouth. I'm sweating just thinking about it. Thank God for modern dentists, right? Drop a comment, could you survive this? Next up, something so wild it's literally smoking. Stick around. Yo, number 4 is straight up wild. Forget vaping, how about doctors blowing tobacco smoke up your butt to save your life? Welcome to the tobacco smoke enema, the 17th century miracle cure for everything from headaches to drowning. Back then, they thought smoke could jumpstart your body like a car battery. Picture this, a doctor puffing a pipe, then blowing smoke through a tube straight into your rear. Early versions. The doc's mouth was on that tube, talk about a toxic job. One wrong cough, and they're sucking in patient bacteria. Nasty. Used for centuries, this was legit medicine, even for reviving drowned folks. Not breathing. Quick, smoke his butt. Spoiler, it didn't work, and nicotine wasn't great for hearts. By the 1800s, they ditched it. I'm dying just imagining the ER pitch, yeah, we smoked his butt, no luck. Drop a comment, would you try this? Next, we're meeting a vampire gadget that sucks blood. Stay tuned. Yo, number 3 is straight outta a vampire flick. Think bloodsuckers are fake? Meet the artificial leech, a medieval robot that slurps your blood like a Roomba for your veins. Back in the Middle Ages, doctors thought draining blood fixed everything, fevers, bad vibes, you name it. This gadget? A metal cylinder with tiny spinning blades that slice your skin, then a vacuum pump sucks the blood into a tube. It's like a horror movie vacuum cleaner. Creepiest part. They still use these in modern plastic surgery to reduce swelling. Yeah, hospitals have vampire bots in 2025. Compared to real leeches, this was cleaner, but imagine those blades whirring on your arm. No thanks. It was a game changer for bloodletting, letting docs drain you dry without a squirming worm. But, would you let this near you? Hard pass for me. Comment your thoughts below. Next up, a device that invades your insides in the worst way. Stay locked in. Yo, number 2 is gonna make you squirm. Ever played an arcade claw game? Now picture that claw inside your urethra crushing rocks. Meet the bladder stone lithotrite, an 1800s torture stick for smashing bladder stones. When P-rocks got too big to pass, doctors slid this long, thin metal tube through your urethra. Yep, that tube, straight to your bladder. Then, they cranked a claw to crush the stone into bits small enough to pee out. No anesthesia, just vibes, bad vibes. We're talking 2% death rate from infections or slip-ups. This was better than older methods, but imagine that claw scraping inside you. I'm sweating just thinking about it. That's why I chug water like it's my job. Thank God for ultrasound zapping stones today, right? Comment, could you handle this pain? Next up, the grand finale. A chainsaw for your bones. Don't bail now. Yo, number 1 is the stuff of horror movies. Forget Saw, this bone-cutting chainsaw hacked off limbs like a lumberjack on a bad day. In the 1830s, when amputations were a nightmare, the chainsaw was born. No, not your grandpa's chainsaw, this was a hand-cranked beast with sharp teeth that chewed through bone like butter. Doctors cranked it by hand, making a creepy grinding sound, slicing for a clean cut. No anesthesia, just a stick to bite and pure agony. Compared to rusty cleavers or hammers, this was progress, with fewer splinters and a lower death rate. Still, imagine hearing that crank as your arm comes off, I'd pass out cold. It paved the way for modern surgical saws, but this OG was pure terror. Comment, which device was your nightmare fuel? We're wrapping this horror show next, so stick around for the finale. Yo, we just survived the wildest ride through history's most horrifying medical devices. From chains strangling hemorrhoids to butt-smoke and bone-chopping chainsaws, this was pure nightmare fuel. Which one made you cringe hardest? The urethra claw game or the vampire Roomba? Drop it in the comments, and let's see who's got the guts to handle these. Smash that like button if you're glad you live in 2025 with real medicine. Subscribe and hit the bell for more crazy history drops. Wanna keep the chills going? Next time, we're diving into the creepiest experiments doctors hid from the world. It's gonna be insane. Sleep tight, if you can. Peace out.